What is going on, everybody? Starting a little early today, a couple minutes. Nothing too crazy. Good to see everybody. Happy Saturday, at least as of this live recording. I think Ryan was here. Thank you, Ryan, for the sound check. Thanks for opening the doors. I'm Sean. I like tabletop role-playing games. I stream every Saturday here at 8 a.m. Central Time, U.S. And banter with the chat. Sometimes there's a topic. Sometimes it's pre-planned topic. Sometimes it's not. Today would be the latter. So it's usually a good banter with the chat. Decent turnout. Individuals in there start coming up with things to talk about. And so good to see everybody. Zeal, good to see you. Michael, good to see you. Morning. Just doing a little roll call. Acknowledging everybody that showed up. Joe, good to see you. Shan, Bot. Morning. Wayne. Hickory, North Carolina. That sounds like a pleasant place. Sounds like it's full of good folks there in Hickory. Hickory, we don't need any of that funny business here in Hickory. We'll be bringing that up. Jeff, morning. Woke up in time to watch live. There you go, Jeff. Just got to set that thing called the alarm clock. Get your ass up out of bed, Jeff. Should we wait to thumbs up or will that make Sean lazy and not work for them? Well, that's the question. And even then, Harrigan, good to see you. Morning. Jake, morning. Nubis, good afternoon. Laramie, morning. Blake, good evening. Gotta make sure I get all my time zones accounted for here. 5x5, another sound and video check. Very awesome. I'm waiting for that to go to shit. Orcus Dorcas, what are you doing here? Let me see ya. Daryl, morning. From MT, Montana. Big Sky Country. Big Sky Country. Trumpet, I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much for gifted membership. Who is the lucky one? T-Dog. Congratulations, T-Dog. If you're trying to stay low, Trumpet brought you out into the spotlight for a second. Don't worry, though. If you want to sit back and relax and not chime in, that's all right. Totally up to you. Gabe, good to see you. Morning. Queensland. A couple Aussies in the chat, at least. Good to see you all from down under. Appreciate you all showing up. I don't have a topic. Shocker. I know, right? I know. It's crazy. But what are you going to do? I think everything's been talked about in RPGs. No? Yes? Maybe? Should we talk about Wizards of the Coast's new science fiction game? New science fiction RPG? Who's going to pick that up? Do I have it in the news? I probably have it in the news. What is going on here? I don't have my thing where it should be. Hey-oh. Hey-oh. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Boom. Wizards of the Coast releases Exodus ttrpg. This is news, I guess, but without the formal intro to news. You know, we talk about like, hey, D&D players, you know, there's all these other games out there that you can play. You don't have to turn D&D into science fiction. You could play games like, I don't know, Traveler or Starfinder or Beyond the Stars or 1,000 Suns. This one and that one. Coriolis, whatever. Wizards of the Coast, so Exodus. This was supposed to be the video game first, I believe, and then the role-playing game was supposed to come out. But, you know, us RPGers, we could do things much faster than those video gamers. Am I right? Am I right? Right. So it's based on a free-to-download character sheet and a description of the TTRPG. It appears that the Exodus TTRPG uses the 5e game system. Shocker. I mean, hey, when in Rome, right? But with updates to make the game sci-fi themed. Traveler's Handbook comes with 4 Exodus-themed classes, the 2 subclasses, as well as various weapons and 6 powerful Traveler dynasties that appear to be in-game factions. Meanwhile, the Exodus Encyclopedia includes stat blocks for various constructs, celestials, and human NPCs, as well as new items. This ties into the upcoming video game of the same name. The Traveler's Handbook was recently announced or posted, and then Exodus Encyclopedia is for sale on their Exodus webpage. So the new RPG was designed by James Olin, the lead developer of the Exodus video game, as well as past hits like Baldur's Gate 2 and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So, so they got that going for them, which is pretty nice. Link from Ian World's article there, where it will take you if you want to go to the Exodus page. Here are some of the details, what's included in the Traveler's Handbook. Traveler with 1 L. I think somebody noted, just as an FYI. William, good morning. Jim, good morning. Going backwards. Ryan says, I'm working, but listening. I was not aware of this sci-fi game. We brought it up on stream before. It was like in the works, and then it was supposed to, I think, come out, and it didn't, or something like that. I don't know. It was delayed. Getting ready to catch a glance of Frank Metzler and Noble Knight today. Oh, say hi to Frank for me. He won't remember who I am. Is it called not Starfinder? Well, in some circles it might be. What? New science fiction game? Is it Buck Rogers? Oh, maybe. Is it the lost IP of Buck Rogers, the role-playing game? Talk about CR not supporting the longevity of their new game. Well, there's a topic. Yeah, I was kind of like, what? They just came out with their game, and they're not even going to have their newest campaign based on it. They're going to base it on D&D 2024. But there is something to be said about that. Might as well get into the news, man, right? We could take it slow. Hey, like Tina Turner and Ike. Like it slow and easy. Yeah, going back that far. That's right. Who's Ike and Tina Turner? Duck Dodgers, maybe. So yeah, for sure. Oh man, let me see. Hold on. What do we get? So speaking of which, sorry, slip there. Morning, Tad. Really want to try 1,000 Suns 2D12 system. Adelaide, Queensland. They're just a couple miles apart. It's not like Australia is big according to my globe, right? Did the clocks change in Wisconsin? Just a few minutes. We are making up for the seconds that are lost each year just in one episode. Andy, just so you know. Jeff, good morning, buddy. Morning. The use of the word traveler really threw me. Yes, right. 1 L makes all the difference. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, going with traveler in the book title was a choice. It was. Tim, good morning. So was Critical Role's decision to stick with D&D the worst in the RPG industry in years or the worst of all time? So here it is. Critical Role's D&D campaign. I bring this up. Like, I've brought up Critical Role before for the accolades that they are, not just that they're streaming and making lots of money and they've become, they've done quite a bit for the hobby. I'm not a critter, right? I'm not a self-admitted critter. I don't know if I've watched a single full session of theirs. That's right. Critters, come at me. Just saying. Convince me. Like, what are you doing, Sean? You really got to get into it. Season 1, 3rd episode is really when it gets great. Whatever. But one of the things I wanted to bring up, which was interesting, and I think the thing that has been leading up to this, where I've always seen it in the news, is that Brennan Lee Mulligan is going to be at the helm, right? He's going to be running the newest campaign. And Matt, I believe, is going to be playing. But not only that, so I think it was like that was the news. Then I saw that they're going to do West Marches. And then I'm like, oh, what? So they're going to do West Marches is my understanding. So Critical Role's moving from, and they're moving from the world of Exandria, which is Critical Role's default setting. And everybody that's like, yeah, whatever, Sean, who's not into this, come on, bear with me. Grab a coffee, come back, sit down. They're going to do Brennan Lee Mulligan's new creation of Aramain for the tabletop role-playing game actual play series upcoming Campaign 4. So along with Dimension 20 star Mulligan as the previously announced guest game master for the season, Game 4 will star the usual game master Mercer, as well as Laura Bailey, Talia Sinjafi, Ashley Johnson, Liam O'Brien, Marisha May, Sam Riegel, Travis William, alongside Luis Carrazzo, Robbie Damon, Abria Iyengar, names, Whitney Moore, and Alex Ward. That's a table, but well, of course it goes on. They'll be played using Dungeons & Dragons 2024, and that's where everybody goes, boo, where's Daggerheart, dude? What is up with that? As well as some homebrew elements created by Jeremy Crawford and Chris Perkins. Hey, guys, join our organization. We want you to come up with some homebrew rules for D&D 2024. Which I'm sure, it's just, and they are part of Critical Role's Darrington Press, right? Which is their RPG division, if you will. I thought that was kind of funny. I had a little chuckle when I saw that Jeremy and Chris, newly acquired talent within the Darrington Press organization, they're going back doing D&D, but not for Wizards, right? So whatever, they can do whatever the hell they want. And additionally, this season will mark the first, this is all from Variety Magazine, by the way. This is not like comicbook.com, Polygon. This is for Variety, dudes. Additionally, this season will mark the first Critical Role campaign to implement a West Marches style structure. I'm telling you, West Marches, baby. It's the way to go. It's the way to go. So what has happened is Brennan Lee Mulligan is like, I want to run a game, but I want to run it for a lot of people. And I want them to be able to come and go as needed. How do I facilitate? And I want it to be very driven by the players. And then even maybe like they come to me and schedule it and tell me where they want to go. And it'll be very exploration based. What could I do to make this happen easily? And then he found my video on West Marches on this channel. Hey. Duh. Brilliant idea. Ben Robbins, what a genius. So per Critical Role, the first 4 episodes will act as an overture. Oh, probably the first overture. Not to be confused with the 1812 overture. Introducing and weaving all 13 cast members through intersecting scenes before the story splits into 3 smaller tables. The soldiers, schemers, and seekers for the rest of the campaign, with overarching themes and genre tying them all together. I don't even know why, but there is just a little bit of interest for me. I don't know. It's just it's a little different. Just enough different. Season will be available for streaming on Critical Role streamer beacon.tv, as well as Critical Role's YouTube and Twitch channels on October 2nd, which is great to know that they're streaming it, because I think, wasn't last season where they recorded it and then put it out? And it wasn't live. The VOD, or VOD, if you will, so cool kids are calling it, is available for everyone the following Monday, and podcast episodes will drop in 2 parts. The first one the week after the premiere, and then the second the following Tuesday. Beacon subscribers will get access to all episodes of Critical Role Cooldown for Campaign 4. When creating the worlds that we build and explore in all of our content at Critical Role, we have always held strong to the belief that we should use the system that best supports the story we want to tell. They are saying in that statement that Daggerheart does not support what they're trying to do. Don't play Daggerheart for West Marches. Okay? We are certainly spoiled for choice when it comes to TTRPG systems, aren't we all, right? So that the cast knows and loves, so we are very excited to explore more of both Daggerheart and D&D in our near and hopefully distant future. Watch teaser video explaining the details for Critical Roles, blah, 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 below. I guess I should probably put this in the chat that people can read the article. I just read them out loud. So, out loud. Out loud. That's my accent. So there you go. There you go. Don't they have an Aslan in Exodus? At least the name? I don't know. Still want to play Alternity. I've played the Dark Matter variant. Freudian Slip, probably. Love Brennan. He's great. Time in Wisconsin is 1957. It is. Except I should be wearing a white t-shirt and have a pack of smokes rolled up in it. Nick, morning. Cognizant te. Morning. Eyes closing, head drooping, drool puddling. Watch parties. We're going to do a watch party. Let's do a watch party of a Critical Role episode. West Marches. Well, come on. Come on, guys. Come on. Gabe, come on. Run it as 3 groups. The show will alternate through them. Some opportunities for players to move around, etc. Jim, come on, Jim. Jim came here to understand what Critical Role is. You spelled their name wrong, by the way, too, Jim. Actually, Jim, it's Critical Role, R-O-L-E. Are they homebrewing if Jeremy and Chris make the rules? Apparently, right? It's not raw. Nubis, when you roll a 20 on a D20, I believe. Hey, you're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. Or a 1, roll under, baby. Tyler, they obviously got the West Marches idea from watching you. I mean, I didn't want to say anything, but, now that you bring it up, and I brought it up a few seconds ago, what are you going to do? Oh, wow. Whoa, wow. Can we... Shots fired and fired again. Woof. Tough crowd. Tough crowd. Zwiefer, morning. Jeez. Hot take. I disagree with the masses. Change is risky. They're already making some huge changes. Sticking with D&D minimizes other risks. They're too big to risk alienating a large chunk of their fans. So it's a business decision, is what Michael's saying. The boardroom decision. Strategy. It's part of their roadmap. So we're going to all touch base today, and then I want everybody to circle back after strategizing. And you thought the week was over. Nubis. Tip Nubis, somebody. Literally tip him over. I wish they were playing DR2, but I understand their approach. He's still here. The only guy who nods off and can type at the same time. Harrigan, ladies and gentlemen. Wayne, I'm thinking this decision was mostly Brendan's. It's Brennan. Brendan Mulligan. It's Brennan Lee. No D, buddy. 2 N's, E-N. All right. I'm a little tired of you guys screwing up all the spelling of everything today. Wayne, Jim, looking at you two. I'm going to be all day here. Sorry. Hobbsy. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Gabe. From big an elbow right into him. Yes, they also addressed the planning phase during Matt and Brennan's fireside chat on Thursday. Michael's tuned in. Michael's my inside source. We're going to Michael Holland out in the field to give us an update on Critical Role. Michael, what do we have? Well, Sean, this week Brennan and Matt got together at a fireside chat, talked about the planning of the upcoming campaign for Critical Role, ROLE. I am all open to suggestions, chat. If you are falling asleep and have a topic, I am all ears. I'm all ears. I'm all in eyes. More eyes than ears. Sean, we're having a watch party right now. That's something. That's something. I don't know if it's that. Well, thank you. It's the black shirt hides it. This place has really gone downhill. It's gone to shit, actually. Anyways, the only actual play stream I've enjoyed is the Glass Cannon Delta Green campaign. Amen. That's where it is. I started watching one. I don't know where it is though. I don't know if they're dated. Like they are, but they're not. Like, where's the date? When was this recorded? When was this uploaded? Oh. Ugh. Does anyone still write their name inside the cover of RPG books anymore? Let's get into that. Thanks, Shambot. Let's talk about writing in your RPG books. Anyone mark a PDF in the same way? Oof, that is way deep there. PDF and like marking it up? Whoosh. After we meeting with stakeholders to demo our new idea, we took an action item to form a focus group for further research. Jim, you are welcome at my boardroom table anytime. More important announcement, in my humble opinion, Glass Cannon will be playing Shadowdark next, and Call of Cthulhu right now. I'm more interested in that. Glass Cannon. I will say, Farty, I don't think you're in the chat, are you? Farty posted Mythic thing. The Mythic guys. They've won an Emmy Award for their YouTube channel. Mythic Quest. People are like, Quest. Mythic Quest. And they are running Last Things Last. I thought was interesting. So, ouch. I enjoyed it. I am enjoying it. It's not done. They have 2 out. I think they just dropped number 3. Fine group of players, I will say, in the GM. I kind of like their style and their vibe. It is interesting to hear them because I think they're all UK based. And they all speak with very good American accents. Much better than I could ever do an English accent. British English. The only AP I ever liked is Sean's Cold Shadows campaign. Orcus, you're bringing it all today, aren't you? Bringing it all, huh? I'm usually very fond of your banter, very, very fond of your quips, but I'm feeling it's got a little edge to them, maybe. Maybe it's not, it's the tone of your text that I'm reading into. Sean knows a lot about Critical Role. Again, it's ROLE, folks. ROLE, okay? Don't get my channel banned because the critters all like come in and like this guy and his chat. No. Another sessioning with Sean's NPCs interacting. There. Thank you, Jim. Thank you. Jeff, I'm not that interested in actual plays, but the 3-table West marches hoo-ha might get me to watch just to see how Brennan pulls this off. That's the reason it intrigued me. Like, we know that I give him accolades for, like, you know, even Brennan Lee and the group at Dimension 20 filling Madison Square Garden, you know, that the big Kickstarter that Critical Role had and got their animation series on Amazon and all this stuff. Like, those are very big milestones that I think we all need to just know about. You don't have to actually be a fan of Critical Role to appreciate and respect the fact of what they've been able to do. You know, and it comes with a few knocks, right? The Matt Mercer effect and all that stuff. And, you know, everybody thinks a D&D game that they haven't played before is all about, you know, voice actors doing really cool stuff. And it's like theater. It's, to me, it is, if you take a TV show and it's scripted and da-da-da, and you take an improv comedy show, and you're like, oh, I like going to improv. Like, it's pretty cool. I go down to, like, SCTV in Second City and see their improv. It's really cool theater, man. And you mash them up together, like, we got to give them a little bit more credit because it's the hobby that we're in. Don't have to like them. You don't have to jam on their, you don't have to, you know, be huge fans. But to Jeff's point, man, West marches, 3 different groups. I want to see how this goes. Much, much more than, hey, here's Critical Role, Matt's at the helm, here's the same party, we're talking about his world and its standard kind of D&D 5e fare. Can I get it? Can I get a little bit? Just a little? Let me grab my nice sweater so I can be on your on-site reporter. Yes. Sweater vest preferred, please. And tie. Maybe even bow tie better. Just say it, Michael. Plus 3d6 down the line, just started playing Mothership. 3d6 down the line, good AP. Let's talk about APs. Okay. Critical Role. All right, we know where most of you lie. What's some good APs that you guys enjoy? Let's shout out to some good actual plays. Like, we've already talked about Glass Cannon, right? I like Glass Cannon. 3d6 down the line, I started listening to their Aldrun Aldrun. The big mega dungeon that's like 1,300 pages if you want to buy it. That campaign, I listened to it for a while. It's cool. What I respect most about them is, like, we're gonna play a game, we're gonna record our session, and it's really to capture what a true RPG at the table sounds like. I would go to say that they still know they're streaming or recording. Because I'll tell you what, if you record, Jeff, am I right? If you record our session, it's not going to be like anything that's really out there, in my opinion. Unless it's like a podcast that sounds like crap and people are drinking, you know, beer and, you know, eating potato chips at the table and a mic is sitting in the middle. Shots fired, indeed. Move the camera to the right. You will see Sean's Santeria shrine to CR. Dorcas. I have RPG books with other people's names in them. I don't think I've written my name in one since I was a kid, though. Nubis, there it is. Catching up with the mystery quest. Running Convergence. Oh, did I say last things last? My bad. It's Convergence. You're right. I apologize. Thanks for the correction, Nubis. I'll sometimes write corrections in my books. Actually, it's Mystery Quest. There you go. And actually, it's Convergence, not last things last. Duh. It was a joke. This wasn't supposed to be a thing. No. Maybe I think the only time I've played a Troll Lord game was when you ran it. Fresh eyes and all. Critical LOL. Oh boy. Farty. There's Farty. Writing in game books. Sure, I bought it. It's mine. Write in or just ignore rules I don't like. There you go. Farty's been summoned. Now we talked about you. Critical Dole. Oh boy. I mean, that's how I roll, right? Like, somebody bring Farty into the conversation. Farty, I was just saying how you posted Mythic Quests, Convergence, actual play in the Discord. And that I was starting to listen to that. Respect but not care about is a really solid take. I respect they got eyes on D&D, but wait for it, Sean. I'm not the target audience. I'm going to make you my target audience, dude. Ugh! Legendary Kalmata, if I do say so myself. There it is. Hobbs' actual play. There you go. Jeff Hull, I never understood the draw to Critical Role myself, but their shift does seem interesting. Well, I will say that is not an I think it's also very, I mean, not to get into age and that stuff, but whatever. Generationally, I think it's just, they will attract a certain generation for sure, and have. Their big fan base is just not like Jeff and I, for sure. I was very, very poo-pooed on AP. I just never got it. Couldn't tune in. Some of them were just, I just like, no, I don't understand it. And I put ones out. What, no love for Sean's APs or Sean and Company's APs, right? Forbidden Lands, anybody? Delta Green, anybody? Come on. What's wrong with you guys? Oh, Sean, I didn't even know you did that. But Glass Cannon was good. I liked Glass Cannon's Delta Green stuff because it's like enough levity and enough play, right? And the chemistry is good. And, they've got enough role play in it that's not just, I don't know. Plus, it's a system that I enjoy. Like, it's Delta Green, right? I'm not listening to Glass Cannon do D&D or Pathfinder because that's how they started, right? Like, I think that was their big hurrah was Pathfinder. Sean might be drunk. Well, it's 5 p.m. somewhere. Troll Lord's emails, too, are full of crazy. One time I took a photo and sent it to Harrigan. Please, no. I need to talk to Steven Chanel. He and I have got to sit down at GameholeCon and go, Steven, I love you, man. And I appreciate everything you've done in the RPG hobby and the stuff that Troll Lord Games does. But for God's sakes, do something with your email campaign. And the thing is Sean was subscribed twice. So Sean was getting the newsletter like 2 times. One, I think I was subscribed from Gaming NBS or somebody else, like a different email, and then my email. And I would get the same one twice. So it irked me twice as much. Dude, their email. And they use Constant Contact, I think, which is crazy because it's expensive. And they do anything in their power to keep you. And Constant Contact can just... No, don't use friends. Don't let friends use Constant Contact. And I think with Constant Contact, they may even get, I don't know if they get somebody to do it, but man, dude, if you're putting out RPG books, your newsletter better be tip, like, because it's a reflection of the company and the product that you do. I will say their product is probably better than their newsletter, but man, being positive force today, everybody, here on the stream. Amen. RBG Gen Exile, good to see you, man. Dungeons and Randomness. While I haven't listened to their latest season overall, they're consistent in entertainment, but get somewhat political at times. Whoa. Hey, well, there's something. So there's some love there for an AP I haven't heard of. Writing in books? Nope. Well, first of all, Harrigan, you gotta open them first. So there's that. I think Harrigan buys them and doesn't open them because if he does, he would write in them. Yeah, that's for the snooze and the drool and all that. That's what this is. This is what that is, Harrigan. I've only been playing TTRPGs for 4 years now. Only? That's still, what is that? Hey, 4 years is 4 years. If you've been playing for 4 months, right? It was Critical Role. That was my gateway drug. I'll be watching, but damn, when will I finally get the Dolmenwood books? Oh, yeah, shots fired. So reading, do you consider yourself a critter? Are you a big fan? Because you got into the hobby through them, right? And so I just wondered if I've watched them and I'm really a big fan. And so we're all dogging on Critical Role and here's reading I love them. What's your guys' problem? Nothing wrong with that. Don't let these guys in the chat get crazy on you. Don't just blow them off. But I'm just wondering if you are still kind of a devotee, if you will, or if you've kind of gotten away from them a little bit. And thank you for chiming up, too. Don't be ashamed of that shit. Critical Role, critters are welcome here. Just know a lot of us aren't watching it. So, good APs I fall in the same camp as Laramie. I appreciate that others like them, but I would rather play the games live than watch others play on TV. That's fair. I don't think that's an uncommon thing at all. Writing in books, why not? Right. They're just paper and like ink, right? You're just going to own them. They're not these like trophy rare Fabergé eggs. We should post the list of AP on Discord somewhere for those of us who are looking to kill some time on the road. Yeah. Just can't. You can. Farty, what AP has had more views on YouTube than Critical Role? Legends of Evantris? They've had 2 billion with a B downloads and a $5 million Kickstarter. Legends of Evantris. What? I've never heard of them. Because they're in the minority, Sean. Interesting. Orcus Dorcas. Mystery Quest is pretty much the only thing I've watched with any consistency. Relatively short sessions. Good people. Actually playing the game, not playing the camera. Jim opened a TL module I got in a bundle. Found a typo on the copyright page. Oh, shit. Troll Lord Games is he talking about? Whoops. Yeah, Farty, they had about 2,500 viewers on their last live stream. Oh, correction, 22,500. That's huge. That's a huge live stream, man. I think Critical Role, they get up to 60,000? Maybe 30 at the time of live stream. I don't remember. That is monstrous. I don't have the time for 4 hours each week. Even if I did, I struggle to find APs engaging. Well, you could like listen to it. Like it's a podcast. I think you can just plug your earphones in too, and whenever you drive, just turn it on. Just saying, Mike. Just saying. But it's all good. I understand. 3D6 down the line, Glass Cannon, Astronomica, Quinn's Quest, and MBMBAM. Okay. All right. Third Floor Wars AP are good. There you go. A little Craig action. He doesn't put them out though. You gotta watch them live, right? Does he put them to YouTube? Blake? He might. But he doesn't record them for audio. Which perplexes me with Craig. He's already done it. Might just not extract the audio and put it out as its own podcast. Already 2.23 million subs. That's crazy. That's nuts. 100,000 for me would be like, whoa. 2.23 million? That is nutty. Nubis, Out of Depth, Analysis Complete, which is Mothership, Glass Cannons, Delta Green, Never Wake the Bugbear, Mothership, Mystery Quest, Random RPGs. Those are the only ones I actually enjoyed. Great. There's some love. Okay. Sean and Company APs are the only APs I've enjoyed. Well, thank you, Laramie. See, there you go. Can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. After all, hey-o. Sweefer knows the deal. That's like that's on the Wisconsin flag. I don't know if you guys knew that. It's in blue lettering. You can't read it unless you're from Wisconsin, then you can see it. They do a lot of shorts. I don't watch them. I was just surprised by it. Yeah, freaking A. Tempted to watch AP struggle to find good combat. I can imagine. Others have been just occasional background noise, but now I will happily play in an AP. That's just because I'm actually engaging and want to play, not watch. Says Orcus. What are you good Cyberpunk APs? Glass Cannon's done Cyberpunk, isn't it? Aren't they? Or have? Anybody know? I think Glass Cannon, I had heard on one of their shows they were going to play Cyberpunk once. I've generally enjoyed being in APs more than watching them. Recording and streaming optional, just actually playing. There you go. You got to find them first. Shots fired. Yeah, hey-o. That's true. That's a good question from Hobbs. Hey, congrats, reading aid. How do you get here from CR? That's that's a good question. That's a better question. Like, how do you find this place? I highlight and annotate PDFs that I own all the time. I do same for books that I own for fewer books than PDFs. I watch Critical Role with my family. Wife isn't into RPGs, but we'll watch with enthusiasm. That's great, right? It's funny how some people don't game, but they'll watch Critical Role. Daryl says no, never but a few minutes. When he watches it, in regards to watching APs. I watched some APs, but I prefer demo-based APs, ones teaching the game. Better to do a podcast, T-Dog says. All right. Back. It stepped away to check email, write in books, watch APs, and pull out hair. You and I, we're gonna have words, buddy. Yeah, that's right. Don't sell your stuff short, Sean. You have 25 viewers right now. Hey, it's got to start somewhere. Thanks, everybody. Hi. Watched some of their stuff, but then started watching YouTube for other APs, and some came across Glass Cannon and went through their new game Who Dis playlist, and I was hooked. There you go. Jeff. Trollord has errors. That's why I edit and make my own version of CNC Player's Handbook complete with different art. Well, that's not the only reason, Jeff. It may be a reason. Jeff takes the book from a publisher and just like, I don't agree with your creative choices, but I appreciate the content. Rip it up, republished, bam. Delta Green was how I came across UBSers. It was the Impossible Landscapes. Ah. There you go, Harrigan. But if the player interactions are entertaining, sometimes they get their hooks in me. More curious about the mechanics of the games than most of the role play. Okay, all right. Good. I do enjoy listening to MBM Bam with my kid M on trips. Glass Cannon did a one-off of Cyberpunk Red. There you go. Single session or series? Love Adventure Zone's first season. There you go. I have a ton of windshield time. I'm happy for anything to stimulate my brain, getting ideas and inspiration for my own games or see how others approach scenarios I still would rather play. Fair. Says Weaver. Tad, I also enjoy Nobody Wake the Bugbear, especially their mothership APs. Interesting. Check out ours. DC20. Yeah, you can pimp your own. Hobbs does. For, I don't know, whatever reason. Thanks, T-Dog. DC20. What are you playing? I do appreciate that APs are also way that busy. Folks have to still keep an ear to the hobby. Listen to APs while I drive or do housework. There you go. Trumpet, thank you again. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Tiffany, congratulations. You are now a member. Compliments of Trumpet. Jeff says my mother-in-law enjoys watching our games more than Stranger Things, which she really likes for some reason. Tune in. She's not going to want to miss what's coming up. I'm so looking forward to this banter in person in 8 weeks. That's Gamehole Con's 8 weeks. Wowee. Get planning, folks. Oh, shoot. What is today? 23rd? Next week? Event Reg opens. Man, mean. I'm going to thumbs down Sean next time I see him in person. Yeah, bring it. Thumbs down. Ring the bell. Missed opportunity. Like I said, hey, I'm going to ring Sean's bell next time I see him. Get notified. So ready for GHC. Artie says, I watch a few action plays. It's either got me to beat a group that is really interesting to watch, like Mystery Quest or Glass Cannon, or they teach the game like 3D6 down the line. The Apocalypse players are a podcast AP. They're quite funny. It is such a chemistry thing with APs, I think. The event listing is so annoying. Excel is your friend. Invite your mother-in-law to play. Yeah. Harrigan needs to start a solo AP channel, only plays submitted games full of writing and highlighting on the pages. His would be, Harrigan should do a AP of play-by-post. He's like in 10 of them. Ryan's coming. So you're telling me I picked the best year at GHC. GH. Talking about the event list. All right. Well, there you go. What else we got? Let's go. Let's just, I don't know, hash some of this out, right? What do we got for bundles? Bundles! Woot! Yeah! Ironsworn Starforged. Ironsworn Starforged, Sundered Isles, and Delve. The game that I have mentioned that has gotten very good reviews, recognition. I own Starforged and haven't read any of it. But if you want to look into this, Ironsworn, Delve, Ironsworn. So you could play this, my understanding, you play solo, cooperative, and then traditional. This is a good bundle, I would say. Tompkin Press. Oh, Sean over there. Look into it. The other one is, this one's been out there, I think, before. Tiny Dungeon, Mega. So lots of stuff here. Advanced Tiny Dungeon from McGowan Night Games. A Tiny D6 rule set. Tiny Dungeon, Tiny Wastelands, Tiny Frontiers, Tiny Pirates, Tiny Gunslingers, Tiny Cthulhu, Tiny Spies. There you go. Lots of one, lots of it, lots of stuff in that bundle. Check it. Anybody big fans of Tiny? Tiny D6. How come Analytic Dice? Hey, where are you? Gabe, hello? A not D&D. This would be a not D&D. Pick one of these. I'm interested to know, like, what this Tiny D6 system would be. You could pick from these. Right? Quite a few. What do you say? What do you say, Analytic Dice? Give us the lowdown. Anybody? Hey, we should all just rally analytic. What do we want to see on Analytic Dice? Maybe that's what we should do. If you're not familiar with Analytic Dice, Gabe's on that podcast. He's a host, co-host. Tell him we could pressure him into playing games, specific ones. Ciao. See you later, Wayne. Have fun. Tiny D6 is great for one-shots. I've run it several times. There you go. All right. Thanks, Michael. Did you do print? What's new in print? Coriolis is new in print. Arrive any day now, I'm sure. Print news. Folk from Harrowthorpe escape from Undergarden. From JVC Perry. It's a D&D 2024. There you go. Limitless non-combat encounters for D&D 24. Exordium. Origins of Mythos, Deck of Fates, GM screen, dice set, tiny box. That is a D&D 24. Next one, Advanced Player's Guide 2, Bestiary 2 by Pinnacle. Pinnacle, or a division of Paizo. I'm just kidding, Shane. Relax. Just relax. I'm relaxed. You're Savage Worlds. I get it. Just saying. Savage Worlds, Pathfinder, Savage Worlds, Rifts, Palladium. Hey, you know. Just, there you go. I gotta say though, Savage Worlds for Pathfinder, okay, I see it, right? Like high action, streamline, maybe rules. I would be interested to play that. Maybe I should find a game like that, like at a con. Okay, I've played Pathfinder, I played Savage Worlds. Let's see what this peanut butter cup tastes like. Next one, outsourced. The Leucofin Corp Deception by Spicy Tuna. System is Greenhorns, a weird space RPG. Next one, Orbital Blues Night Cover. What? Look at that. I gotta admit, I like the original better. That is kind of cool, though. Orbital Blues. I didn't know they came out with an alternate cover, actually. Role Player's Vault by Trollord Games. Softcover supplement D20 Fantasy. Why didn't they just put in their system? They say D20 Fantasy. How come they didn't put it in the Siege Engine system, right? Siege Engine? Somebody in Trollord Camp is going to correct me on that. You know, Sean, it's D20 Fantasy. Siege Engine is the combat part. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Actually. Crowdfunding. How come you do it so good? Return of the Living Dead. 40th anniversary VHS ttrpg. It's on Kickstarter. System VHS Very Horror Stories. Most popular pledge is 99 euros. It's funded. Shadows over Soul. It's not for Mothership. It's for Saga Machine. What? It's the second of edition. $39 for the PDFs of the core rulebooks, 3 scenarios, quick start rules, GM screen, map cards, and more. Tab Creations brings the second edition of Shadows over Soul to Kickstarter, set 200 years from now in our solar system that the corporations colonized, exploited, warred over, and abandoned. That leaves asteroids and planets full of abandoned property and personal to raid and recover. Personnel, maybe? To raid, maybe. I don't know. I have upped the English language plenty enough. Sure, there are space horrors born of those corporate wars that you'll have to overcome, but the rewards are worth the risk. Some horror, sci-fi, this readed? Oh my God. What? Who is typing this? Egg, did you type this up? This readed like The Expanse with Alien mixed in using an original, revised and play-tested rule set. Readed. Readed. Ooh, Lord. Next one, Creatures! It's from Backer Kit, so if you don't like Backer Kit, don't go here. DCC is all on Backer Kit, right? Goodman's. This is Rugby Melee games. DCC core rulebook for Creatures. DCC compatible RPG where you play the monsters. Weird Whimsy and Wonder. This is for an original system. This idea behind this toolkit isn't new monsters, new settings, or new situations. It's new ways to envision and describe them. For any RPG group or solo play, this book helps to change the texture of the world, offering dreamlike qualities to standard fantasy situations. I'm intrigued. Graveyard of the Gods. It's got the big old mothership stamp on it. 50 Canadian dollars. On Backer Kit. Absurd abominations. 100 complex monsters you don't want to meet. Says who? For 5E. $100 goal funded. 3,000 euros. Yeah, Egg, you gotta trim that up, buddy. Anyways, it's crowdfunding. So there you go. Oh, man. So that's that, dudes. Covered APs. Covered crowdfunding. Print news. Bundles. Probably my A game stream. I don't know. Oh, I saw it actually with Siege Engine in it. I saw it. Analytic Dice does Tingleverse. Oh, God. Do I even want to know? Make sure you set that image of your face about Coriolis for the thumbnail, Sean. Tim Jensen. It's tiny and uses D6s. Tiny D6. Play D&D with teeny weeny dice. Now, see, marketing has an impact on your brand. Tim says it's a rules-light generic fantasy game. Jeff, I like Savage Worlds system. Hint, hint. I'll play Savage Worlds. Should play some Savage Worlds, Jeff. Got to be Savage Worlds Eberron would be good. Got to do some pulp. It's pulp. High action pulp in Savage Worlds. Everyone is so helpful, Snicker. Yeah, don't worry, Mike. Harrigan, hey now. I like and have listened to certain APs. I just don't have time. Got to make time, Harrigan. That night cover's been out for a long time unless they reprinted it for Orbital Blues. Interesting. Did not know that. They had probably reprinted it, I'm guessing. I enjoy Savage Worlds. It's not the bee's knees for me, but I can't grasp some of the absolute disdain some have for the system. Yeah, I don't know. There's always going to be haters. And as long as you know that, there you go. There you are. Fair Horror Stories. Wow, that's forced. Actually, Sean, the Siege Engine resolves most things in CNC. See, I knew somebody would correct me. I just didn't know it was Jeff. But there you go. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff, you're fitting in well with chat, I will say. Laramie, that's what Jeff said. Great. Still catching up. Sure thing, Ryan. Not this year. Okay, whatever. Farty, I really liked The Walking Dead. I got to get that to the table again. What? Project X, did I miss the news? Nah. Well done on the stream. Thanks, T-Dog. Don't forget to hit the thumbs button. If you're Harrigan, you can hit the thumbs down. I think YouTube just wants engagement. It's not like these things are like rocketing to the moon here. Not Matt. What do you think I am? Think I'm that other Matt guy? Thumbs up for Harrigan not biting down on the cyanide pill. There you go. You ever want to see amazing live play? Check out Vanguard by Crispy's Tavern. No out of character talk using easy D6's system. Interesting. Mike says it continues. Also, the games go for about 2 hours, but they get a lot done in the 4D style. Interesting. Yeah, Project X, man. It's coming. Medical plan didn't cover cyanide. I'm itching to talk about Project X. I can't do it yet. Can't do it. Some of you guys know. Maybe I'll put something on Patreon. Maybe. A little taste, little sprinkles. We'll see. I think so. Gotta amp up the wait. Anticipation. Some of you probably have an idea what it's going to be. Maybe. A little bit. It's going to be fun, though. It'll be great. It's going to be huge. I mean, I anticipate in the first year surpassing Critical Role's gross revenue. So just saying. Analytic Dice working on Project Y. Gabe. Oh, Project Y, the letter, not Project Y question mark. Whoops. Heyo. X as in the social media platform? No. No, did Elon Musk ruin the letter X? Is that the deal now? Can't use it. I did not get that memo. Analytic dice. What do you get? What game are you guys doing next? You just recorded, right, Gabe? What's the next game? Gabe, what is the next game that you are featuring on Analytic Dice that has you just so jazzed and excited to put out there? Yes, among other things ruined by Elon. Oh, well, did outgunned. Oh, really? Jazzed and excited laugh emoji. You find your new game? Has it supplanted the mighty Conan 2D20 VSD? That's the ultimate question. That's the ultimate question. I'm going to put out a bingo board for Project X. I think that's going to be, yeah, that's going to be good times. Good times, good times. More to come on Project X. I'll just say that. I'll just say that. Yep. Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to call it. Okay. I had stuff to do. You guys do too. Play some games or something. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thank you to all these fine individuals for being members of the Patreon or even members here on the YouTubes. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. It's always good to see you guys. And the banter is always good, even if it's not overly constructive. I still appreciate it. And you know what? No hard feelings. It's all good. We're still good, just so you know. We're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All good. Except for Harrigan and I. Harrigan and I. There's gonna be some words. I think I gotta spam his blog or something with Bitcoin offers and porn and furries or something. So I'll put that out there. If you are going to be at GameholeCon in Madison in 8 weeks, be sure you come up and say hello. I think that's important to put out there because some people go there and I don't know they're there. And then they come up and surprise me at a game that they are playing it, and I'm at the same table. But we're going to be playing some off-grid stuff. Some of us are probably like not going to get into a lot of the games we want. So off-grid it is, baby. I'm running Shadowdark Thursday at like 9 a.m. That's the only game I'm running on grid. Maybe I'll bring something else. I talked about Green Oaks. Maybe we'll see. I've given my wife an allowance to go and buy props for Green Oaks. So when she goes to these thrift stores and stuff, she can buy stuff that, would be good for, people of another age, if you will. So we'll see. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Maybe and play with some of the folks in the chat. Sweefer is always good. Sweefer, you bring in some cider? If you do, great. If you don't, totally understand. Sweefer makes his own alcoholic apple cider, which is yummy, tasty. And then others will bring BYOB. Saturday night, 8 p.m. Central Time, local time, Gamehole. So switch your watches if you come from a different time zone. Otherwise, you're going to be late or way early. Of course, he says. Excellent. Thanks, Todd. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, check out Harrigan's blog. I don't even know why am I promoting his blog, Harrigan's Hearth. You know why? Because Laramie wrote it. Not this latest, but the one prior. There you go. If you want some insights into the RPG talk from the mind of Harrigan and guest blogger Laramie Wall. Laramie does entry on convention games. We're on a con game, not Ocean's 11 con game, like game convention. Check out Analytic Dice, where you can find fine podcasts everywhere. Who else am I needing to promote out there? T-Dog's got a channel out there, actual play podcast or video, not sure. Orcus Dorcas does reviews and things like that on his YouTube. Got all kinds of creators here. Laramie's Quest guest blog? Oh, that's the entry. You might not be my target audience. Who else am I missing? I don't miss by purpose. I just can't keep track of everybody. Going through the tops. And if I missed anybody. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I'll let everybody go. If you like this, check out this video over here. That'll pop up. Thank you so much. And yeah, go play some games. Be a positive force in the tabletop RPG hobby despite everything that's been said in the last hour. And hope to see you next week. Thanks, guys.